Good morning. We meet again. Today is the 9th of December, and we are near the holidays, so we need to take advantage as much as we can so we can benefit from Santaran. So let me start by the major news. The major news that we have for this week are not much, but they are important. They will affect the market in a way or another. Keep in mind that the market always prices the news before it comes in. So some of those news are already priced in. We have the cash rate in Australia that is expected to stay the same tomorrow. On Wednesday, we have the core CPI expected to stay the same on the monthly, but the CPI is expected to slightly go higher for the dollar on the monthly and the yearly. Again, I tell you, this is pre-priced. We might see a small move in the market, but not a crazy move. In Canada, we have the overnight rate. They're expected to drop from 3.75 to 3.25. So with this will definitely affect the dollar CAD. We're going to take a look at it on the chart in a few seconds. We have the S&B as well. They're expected to decrease the rate as well for 0.25 basis point or 25 basis point. And we have the unemployment change in Australia. These are basically the major news. Adding to that, on Thursday, we have the core PPI expected to be a little bit lower for the core PPI monthly. The PPI monthly is expected to be a little bit higher. Now, let's see on the chart, how is this affecting the market and how can we take advantage defining the support and the resistance. We start with the dollar index. We've noticed that the dollar index is still trading at the same levels. Nothing much has changed. We're trading now at the moment at 106.17. We've done a small correction for the trend up that we've seen before. We're trying basically to close below the trend line, the trend up that we saw. But still, until now, we are trading in a sideways as long as the dollar index does not close below the 105.5 or close, let's say, above the 106.7. Nothing much is going to happen. We're still trading in a sideways. And that is affecting directly most of the products, most of the FX. And you're going to notice that all of them kind of like they're trading in a sideways as well. Let's take a look. So if we start, let's say, with the dollar yen has been trading within the range, within the close range of 149.5 and 150.7 for the past at least 7 days. So 7 business days. But the extension for that, of course, if we're going to talk support and resistance, the resistance in front of us is 151 and a quarter, and the support is going to be the 148.5. These are the major support and resistance for the daily on the dollar yen. We're still trading in a sideways until now. This is a very important zone that was a support before and it was a resistance before. So the break of this zone is going to create a new era for the dollar against the yen. That's why we're waiting for that fully. If we move to the euro dollar as well, we've noticed that for the past couple of days as well, at least for the past 10, 14, 15 days, we've been trading as well in a sideways, in a tight sideways channel. But if we take the extension for the past 21 bars, we will notice that that channel is a bit widened. And the support and resistance for that, we've set them many times. 106.0, so 106 is the resistance. And for the support, we have the levels of 104, and then below that to retest the previous low. So these are the support and resistance for the euro dollar. As long as we are trading at the moment in between at 105.5, we are literally kind of in the middle. So there's nothing much to be done here. The major trend is still down. If we take a look at the weekly, it's still down. We've done a small correction. We couldn't break above and close above the previous week for the past 2 weeks. And at the same time, we couldn't close below. So this shows us that there is a big uncertainty in the market and the market is still waiting for a lot of news. And a lot of news are affecting basically the dollar and the euro as well. For the dollar Swiss, as I told you, we are expecting as well to cut the rate. So eventually, we've noticed that the dollar is getting stronger for the past couple of weeks. So the dollar Swiss moved from 0.84 all the way to 0.89.5. Now we've done a small correction. We're trading at the moment at 0.88 or 0.8796. So we've done the correction, and now the market started to see some positivity again from where we are. For the sellers, the major support for you is going to be 87.40 or 38. Any break or close below that is negative for the dollar Swiss, and then we're going to see it again trading around 86.5, or it can be even a little bit lower to 85.5. And if it breaks and close above the 89.50, then we might see it again at the 90 and 91.85. This is for dollar Swiss. Let's move for, let's talk a little bit about gold. Despite the geopolitical tension, despite whatever changes are happening to the region, it's been totally neglected by gold, and gold is acting by its own. We are trading in a sideways channel, and that sideways channel, as you can see in front of you, for the past, if you take a look at the daily chart, for the past at least 11 business days, we've been trading literally within few dollars for gold. It's not moving much. The resistance for us extended a little bit, so we're talking about 2,660. Any close above 2,660, that would be positive, and any close below the 2,600, that would be negative. And we are trading within the two moving averages, 50 and 100 as well for gold. So hold on tight and be careful. Wait for the breakout so you can take advantage of that. It's going to be a nice opportunity, or you can trade within. This is up to you. If you are an opportunist or a hunter in the market, there's always opportunities that you can benefit from. WTI or US oil has been very well supported on the levels of 67.5 or 67 for a lot of time. So even if you look at the weekly chart, we've retested those levels since 2023 or even much longer before. Those levels are very important. Why? Because we all know that the trend is down on the weekly chart. On the daily, the trend is down, the channel is down, but we are noticing a formation of a triangle. So there's a very good support here, and the trend is down, so there is a triangle forming in front of us. That triangle that is forming in front of us will create an opportunity as well, because when you are near the support, your risk is very low compared to the reward that you might take. I'm not saying the support cannot be broken, but this is a good opportunity as well you can benefit from. And we've noticed that many times the WTI reached that level and then bounced back up $4. So be careful. Do not over leverage your account, and don't be overexposed to the market. But there are a couple of opportunities that you should not miss. Let's talk about Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq. Every time we mention Dow Jones, S&P, and Nasdaq, we have the same question. Can we buy? Should we buy? What's going to happen? We are at the top of the chart. Every time we reach a new high, I'm totally positive for the US indices, and I've explained fundamentally and technically why I'm positive regarding that. So the idea here, you can still enter the market, but wait for the correction, and then you enter the market on a better position. Instead of buying at the top, you don't need to buy at the top. Buy from the support, from the bottom of the channel, so you can benefit from it. S&P will have a new high. Only Dow Jones, basically, Nasdaq even as well. Only Dow Jones is doing some kind of correction, and this is quite normal as well in the market. We are already at kind of like a support area at 44,466. So even if it goes down all the way to 43,550, the trend is still up. Nothing can change. We are trading above the moving averages, so this is positive for everyone. I believe I've answered most of the questions that I received for this week. If you have any other questions, I would love to answer them. You just need to text us or DM us, and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot for attending, and we'll see you next week.